Good day, lords and ladies. Welcome back to the Darkside Detective. As we dive into our next unsolved case, police farce. Today is my day away from cases to catch up on paperwork. Police farce. Officer Dooley, you ready, Detective? McQueen looks up from his desk. For McNugget's retirement party, the caterer has arrived with the cake. Grab your gift and let's go. Gift, says McQueen. I'd thought you'd forget. Don't worry, I put your name on my gift. It's from us. Okay, look at the computer. This computer has been with me since the beginning. The budget won't allow for an upgrade. My trusty coat goes with everything from shirt to tie to sportswear. Radio. This is Twin Lakes FM featuring me, Dick Brickman, bringing you Dick Brickman Presents the Weather with me, Dick Brickman. It's raining. Tune in later for me, Dick Brickman, presenting Dick Brickman's Tricky Kicks, featuring me, Dick Brickman. Globe. When all this Darkside stuff is put to bed, I'm going to see the whole world. Filing cabinets. I actually don't know what's in these. The keys were lost before this became my office. Pinboard. My notes from open cases. The downtown ghouly man and possibly undead flatter. Mirror Jane, a woman appearing in mirrors to other women who look exactly like her. Lycanthropy. A wig made from werewolf hair which turns others into werewolves when worn. Maybe that should be werewolves. This is my life now. Okay, let's talk to Dooley. Hurry up, cake. Okay. Busted ceiling fan. Why is this broken? Maybe the motor is busted. I'll have to have a look at this later. Well, we got a motor fan out of it. Water cooler. A glass of cold refreshing. Nope, this is warm and oddly coloured. That's probably not a good sign. Coffee machine. Nothing beats that first cup of coffee. If only I had a slice of pie to go with it. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. You receive a cup of coffee. Broken wall. I don't remember this place being so run down, mutters McQueen. Dooley. Do you think I'll have my own office someday? I hope so, buddy. I hope so. McKing's office. This place is fabulous. One day you could be as important as this. You just got to get yourself that first case. I solve cases all the time, says McQueen. Arresting a giant marshmallow man isn't a case, it's the result of too much coffee, says Dooley. Best hair on the force. Okay, I'll give him that one. This one looks homemade. Best at not being McQueen. McKing won this for being the best diver on the force. I don't recall anyone else being allowed to partake. Receiving item trophy helmet. Okay. Fancy computer. His machine has an off button. Impressive. Fancy chair. Supports back. Fancy. Cabinet. It's full of signed pictures of McKing. Figures. Pottery wheel. There's a space in here for a pottery wheel. Picture. McKing and the chief. I guess these are photos of you. I guess these are the photos you get when you're married to the mayor. Okay. Bullpen. Computer screen. Seems that Murakami has sent a new high score in whatever he was playing. Damn it. How am I meant to get better than him if you keep making me do work? Tell me that, huh? Fire extinguisher. The pressure seems gone. I should fix it before it's needed. Okay. We got a fire extinguisher. Headphone wires. Broken wires. Murakami won't care if they're gone. We got some wires. Okay. Detective Wazinski. No talk. Working. Friendly as ever. Wazinski. Go away. Briefing room. Fire. You meant to say surprise detective, not fire. Dooley, the gifts are on fire. They sure are impressive. Chief Scully. Chief, that's a fire. Here we go. I've told you detectives before. I can't solve every little thing for you. Honestly, it's I've uncovered a crime ring, this, and I've lost my gun, that, with you lot. Well, not today. I'm relaxing and having a drink. But, stammers McQueen, in silence, detective. In silence. Can of whipped cream. Hey, I wanted extra cream on my slice. Received the item whipped cream. Let's try and do this, maybe. I can 100% say that this is not something I expected today. You received item fixed fire extinguisher. Officer Murakami. I love all the booze we have on at these things. What about the fire? Keep your complaint to yourself, Killjoy. Detective McNugget. 2 days left for retirement and I'm in a room with an uncontrolled fire. Just like the old gypsy woman said. That's an Archer reference. But first of all, happy retirement. We use the same banner for everyone's retirement. Budgets have to be cut somewhere, Detective, says Chief Scully. You slashing budget explain why the sprinkler system isn't putting out that fire? That's interesting. Why don't you go and do some detectoring, Detective? Right, let's put out the fire first. Let's use spray cream on the presents. That's taken care of. Wait, what's that? Part of gifts. That urn. You mean our gift? Dooley, where did you get that? In that mysterious Chinese shop we visited last week. We investigated it for gremlins. That seems like a racial profiling to me. Dooley, he clearly had gremlins, which you bought and brought to the station. Well then, case closed. Dooley, the lid was burnt off. The gremlins are missing, and the station is crumbling apart. Like I said, case closed, says Dooley. Dooley, you need to find them before somebody gets hurt. Here, take this. But, cake. Dooley receives item. Gremlin, no. Gremlin, urn. Cake. I'm going to devour that thing. Hands off, officer. We're not cutting into it yet. But, Chief! Okay. Detective. Didn't you see the fire, Chief? Of course, it was right there. And you didn't do anything? What can I do? If people want to regift the fires I got them last month, then let them. Wait, were you the one who set fires around the station last month? They were beacons of hope, all very metaphorical. They were real fires. Metaphors can be very real, says Chief Scully. Chief, why is King's office so much nicer than mine? You think your barely legal goblins and ghouls division should have a bigger office than the mayor's husband? Just be glad you're not down in the basement. Thanks for supporting the Darkside Division, Chief. Don't thank me, just keep the city clean of those Oogie Boogie men, and the Oogie Boogie women, and the non-binary Oogie Boogies. No discrimination in regards to Oogie Boogies, except for the discrimination of keeping them out of Twin Lakes. Apart from that one, yes. I think there may be gremlins in the station. Seriously, we just talked about this. You have one job. No Oogie Boogies in Twin Lakes. This station is in Twin Lakes. Get this situation under control, Detective. On it, Chief. No party for you two until this mess is cleaned up. Get to it. Ah. Okay. Pinboard. Take-out menus. In fact, I've seen nothing work-related here at all. It's a party, guy. Relax. Okay. So we need to go and find all the gremlins. Detective McQueen, and he said, "Hey, that's my kid's candy. Give it back." So I told him I was the mayor's husband, and then showed him my badge and fined him for obstruction of justice. Dallas. Oh, you're so bad. Evidence room. Hands off, McLean. Something's broken the evidence door. Probably you and your idiot psychic's fault. I'm going to fix it with my manly skills and muscles. If you really want to help, you can fetch me some coffee. No need for sugar. No need for sugar. Dallas is enough sweetness for me. Oh, you're so bad. I hate that man. But he's so dreamy. Let's look in the bathroom. Staff bathroom so horrible. People only enter for the most dire of emergencies. It must be so great for you to have a real detective like McKing around to learn from. McQueen goes quiet. I don't have time to talk to you. This isn't there a Wookiee or something you should be arresting? Chuckles McKing. That's not what. Whatever McClaim. Live long and prosper, dork. Let's go to reception. First aid kit. There's nothing in here but laxatives. Somebody put them in there. Somebody put them there to suggest us cops are all full of. Twin Lakes to the police department. How can I direct your calls? Says Officer Banks as he answers the phone. Got some laxatives. Officer Cal. Officer Cal, he was meant to be a sniffer dog, but somebody decided to train him only to sniff out candy. But think of all the candy-related crimes he's been able to help solve, says Dooley. True, we do have an alarming high rate of candy smuggling in Twin Lakes. Good job, officer. Fire extinguisher. Now that I don't need it, I find a working extinguisher. Dispatches. Whiteboard. This is the first bit of actual police work I've seen in this place today. Dispatches. Sally, can't talk now, detective. The system's broken and I can't figure out why. Gremlin. Yum yum wires. He's trying to hack the database and steal all the human information. We should fry him, detective. Interesting idea. Okay, so we actually do need to somehow server the servers for the TLP. Aha, bite, haha. Ouch. Don't get too close, detective. That thing is there's a biter. He just I just got thanks Dooley. Thumbs up. Okay. Holding cells. Holding cell 1. This guy's in police protection for informing. Poster. We put that up to cover the hole a prisoner dug to escape. Sadly for him, he dug his way into the rest of the station. Try not to let your incarceration get you down. The Queen then sighs. Roy. Detective. I'm going to use my detectiving skills and say you're in for solicitation. Roy Jones. Impressive, says Dooley. Queen just goes quiet. Your guess, not his soliciting. Right, anyway, hand them over, Roy. And what over? Your matches and your cigars. I wish I'd never met you, detective. Right. Did you hear? No, I'm not doing this. I just don't find toilets all that funny. Rightio. Final place. Tam. Oh, Tam loves to whittle. Whittle, whittle, whittle. Tam, you can't have a knife in prison. Tam can, Tam has. I'm afraid I'm going to have to confiscate that. Tam does not have warmth for you in his heart. So we've received a knife. That knife I took from Tam. Graffiti. Tam puts his name on places so he knows what's his and what's not. Seriously, what am I meant to say about them? But that isn't literally a toilet humour. Well, let's first start. Put the laxative in the coffee. Because that seems like an obvious place to put it. Let's get to it. Fire hose. The hose that they use to loop through the cell door handles to lock the place up at night. Chief Scully has really pulled this place into a sort of order, didn't she? Right, so we've got a hose. Okay, first things first. Paperwork. Hands off, my lunch is in there. Why is it hidden in the work files? So nobody there will touch it. You're a wise man, Banks. Okay, let's give the laxative to him. McKing. Keep the coffee coming, McClaim. I could drink this stuff all. He goes green in the face. Oh no, get out of my way. My insides make it stop. I hope he's okay in there. The people of Twin Lakes need a hero to look up to. The evidence room. Now to fix this with my manly skills and muscles, but mostly by finding a way to cheat this magnetic lock. Let's try combining stuff. Try a knife. Matches. Okay, that's not going to work, so we need to somehow get past the lock. Let's go down to the garage. McQueen's car. A government-issued block with wheels. Junk box. Dispatches. Junk box is screwed closed. Knife, perhaps? Have you ever tried to, I don't know, open something like that just as using a screwdriver? I've always been more of a literal thinker. Lateral thinker, okay. McKing's car. Seriously, why does he get all these nice things? A bulletproof sports car, the jerk. Air vent. There's a serious draft coming from those vents. The bolts probably just need to be tightened up. Junction box. Now I just need to find something to rewire this with. Let's try this. Okay, let's see. I need to drag the wires from one node to the other. Same color node without crossing them. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. That, and then that. Nice and straightforward. That's one gremlin down. Yes, the system's back online. Time to do some hardcore cop work. Okay. Construction sites. Water valve, pot of clay. A lump of cold, hard clay. I have no use for this right now. Builder, you don't look very busy. Power tools busted, so Union says I don't work. Not my place to go against Union. You seem familiar. Do I know you? Gary Pikeman. Not that I know of, no. Water valves. Let's get the water flowing again in case there's another fire starts. The water pipes run all over the station from the briefing room to the shooting range. But the system seems broken right now. Probably the gremlins work. Okay. So we have to make them connect up. Relatively straightforward. There we go. I like puzzles like this because these are nice and easy to do. Well, I find them nice and easy to do. The sprinklers should be working now. You'll have me out of work, you will. Okay, so that's done. Toolbox. Mind if I borrow this? Why not? Ain't seen me getting back to work anytime soon. Monkey wrench. Okay. Gremlins have broken everything else around here. I'm sure that if I don't remove this now, it will fall sooner anyway. Neither of us believes that, but I'm so into this. Fight the system. Dooley, we're part of the system, says McQueen. Speak for yourself. I'm bringing this place down from the inside. I kinda knew that, muttered McQueen. I did not expect that to happen. Feel bad about it? No, says McQueen. I'll take this for my trophy cabinet. I mean, I'll take it to be repaired. Yeah, that's the second one. Detective, how do you get all those things in your pockets? Says Dooley. Origami. He took the hood, and McQueen's car is smashed. It's still nicer than ours. I don't know about that. Okay, so we need to get past this lock. Now to fix this with my mana skills. Okay, so we need to get past the lock. But first of all, let's go to dispatches. It's past that, let's get it over with. So we got the dispatch gremlin. Add it to do lead. Don't want my colleagues seeing me when we do this. Okay, so that's that. Let's go down to the shooting range. Gremlin. How did he get a gun? Why is everything so unsafe in this station? Pew pew, tee hee hee, says Junior. He's too far to hit with this. I need to find another way of making use of it. Just how to angle this. Great. The junction box is broken and electricity is spewing out. As if this place wasn't broken enough already. Let's try matches on the sprinklers. This should achieve something. That was a shocking way of wrapping this up. Are you proud of that pun? More than I should be. Finally, duly grabbed the gun, I take this guy. Okay. So now we need to get that open. So we need to get into the briefing room. Empty desk. Officer Makumuri's desk. That guy always has some reason to walk around talking to people instead of doing his work. Okay. How are we going to do this? Okay. So we need to get in by finding a way past the lock. Let's try the... Nothing happening. Maybe I need to get the magnet out of the cell. Okay, let's do it somewhere they can't be seen. I've seen doing this, I never let it down. Hose. Okay, so we need to basically break it somehow. Let's say the vent broke because some maverick cop was crawling through it. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, that's not working. Pipe. So we need to get the magnet out of the cell. How are we going to do that? Okay. So what do we have which we can use? We had the clay. I don't know. We need to get... So we need to bust the fan motor. That's the thing we need to do. Evidence room. Nothing's happening. Maybe I need to get the magnet out of the cell. Okay. What do you want, detective? Can't you see I'm reception desk to reception at? Okay. Dispatches. Can't talk now, detective. The system's back online and there are people who need your help. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's not going to work. I think the clay could become useful. pipe. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to think, because probably we need to get water on the clay or something. I'm just trying to think what to do. Well, let's see, nobody got to anything nice anyway. Right. Nothing useful from here. Okay. Okay. Let's just think about a way we can get this out. Man, this is an annoying puzzle. How do we do this? We need to break it somehow. Okay, so the spat just won't do it for us. We've got everything out of the holding cells. Can't go down to the shooting range. Man, this is a tricky one. Builder. Tower 2's busted. Okay. Fence. I think the tiny picket fence really makes this place seem homely. Good addition by the chief. Okay. Everything in this game works, has a purpose. So let's just think about this. We need to get the casing broken on this. Okay. Not safe because the electricity is back on. Okay. I have no idea how we're supposed to break this thing open. There's a magnet in here. If I can find a way to pop open the tiny latch. What could we use to pop open a tiny latch? One of the trophies, perhaps? Okay. So we need something that can flip open a tiny latch. It's not going to be him. Maybe the rat? Okay. Oy. Man, this is the thing when you're trying to figure out puzzles. So we need something that's small that will flip open the latch. Take the book. Oh, this? It's not really just a book I got from the library. Late fees. Proper steamy stuff, this. Dooley. Is that you on the cover? In a Fabio wig? Those critters aren't going to catch themselves, are they, Detective? Dooley? This is what happens when I can't talk my way out of late fees, adds McQueen. There are many monsters to catch, Detective. Right. Hang on a second, folks. Like I'm just trying to figure what we can do. I'm not totally sure. Maybe the air vent? I don't know. Give me a second. Okay. So, apparently... this is a mug. A normal run-of-the-mill mug. I don't know why I feel this needed to comment on everything in this room. Whiteboard. Okay. Drawers. These drawers are full of sorts of rubbish. Like bobby pins, actually. I can borrow one of these, Sally. You have just one. I want it back. I won't want it back after whatever you do with it. Smart. Okay. Pry it open with this. So we get the magnet. That's just... that's me just not noticing the thing to interact with, which happens in a lot of point-and-click adventure games. So, take the magnet. The magnet should reverse the polarity and let us in. Okay. Magic tome. I hope this illegal magic tome will be okay in here with this door when the door was busted. Wizard hat. All that remains from the mysterious walking luggage that ate everything case. Okay, that is from Terry Pratchett. Paper sign, Darkside. If I had any feelings of guilt for sending him a king on his dirty time out, I don't any longer. Darkside, yeah. Okay, evidence. Who do you think wrote those dumb scripts for a comedy game about two cops investigating weird crimes? Nothing? Nobody? Shut up. What? Okay. Knockout gas. This could be handy if I want to be able to leave this party early. Let's try the gas on this gremlin. That would knock me out and Dooley out too. I need to find some protection first. Plugging this in gives me diving helmet. Let's put that on. And give him the glory of taking down that gremlin? No way. This is my game. Okay, so... how do we do this? Okay. So we need to attach the fan to, we need to attach the hose to something. Okay. Let's just try seeing doing this would cause issues. Alright. So we need to attach the hose to something. Okay. Fully functional airtight helmet with secure air supply. Okay. That must be a glitch because it didn't highlight that we could interact with Dooley. Take these holes outside and keep the fresh air coming in. Take this, you little monster. Uh-oh. Well, it's unconscious. I'll stuff it in my pocket, my seemingly magical pocket. Right. That's all of them. I'll get Dooley and we can go to the office to put this case to rest. Okay, let's lock these suckers into their new urn and get back to the party. Party! In you go, you sleeping monster. Back to captivity, you, my monstrous pal. Welcome home, little. It smashes. Oops. Oops, is that it? What do we do now? Flush them down the toilet and go back to the party? We need to make a new urn, a magical one that can actually hold them. Okay. What about Chief? I'll be right there. Don't you dare. Okay. So, I think I know what we have to do. Grab the clay. This is a good urn-making material. We'll take it upstairs. Get it wet with water. Okay, that softened that up. We'll take it into McKing's office and make an urn on his wheel. Let's do this. How do you know how to make an urn? I watched that film, Ghost, a lot for research. Okay. Let's do this. There's no point. If the urn isn't protected by magic, it will break again. Okay. So. Maybe this will be instructions in here how to seal magical urns. Okay. Let's see. Warding rituals. Spells to bypass doing the dishes and a diagram for how to seal magical urns. Handy. Time for some finger crafting of runes. Magical urn. Let's do it. One down. Two down. And that's that done. Thank goodness. Let's get this somewhere safe. Okay. Lock fixed, and gremlin stashed away. What have we learnt from this Dooley? Not to eat so much sugar. I'm crashing now. I don't really remember much of what happened, but I'm sure it was nothing important. Dooley looks around. Now let's get back to the party. Hey, where all the cake gone? We ate it all. Why is this place a mess? What did you two do? Well, there was, somebody let off a gas grenade. Nasty big pointy teeth. The car was smashed when we got there. Chief Scully. McKing did it. Sigh, another one to file under Darkside antics. Probably for the best, yes, says McQueen. Okay, well, you two better start cleaning. The budget doesn't allow for both your capers and custodial staff. Oh man, chores and no cake. This day did not play out the way I'd hoped. Case closed. Rightio. That was a little bit more challenging a case, but then again, I'm not a fan of when they have like a tiny little object and like something that doesn't even look like you can interact with it. I know one of the tricks with point and click adventure games is that you're supposed to click on everything, but it's like that always feels a bit cheap to me. You'd think if they were designing it, it would have been designed in such a way that you would actually think you could interact with it, but that's just me. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been the Darkside Detective, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.